Hello, dear friend. Welcome back to English Talks with Avie. Relax, listen, and improve your English.
Hello, I am Emma.
And I am Daniel.
Daniel, I was reading a news report this morning. It made me stop and think for a long time. It was about health, but not about a virus or a physical injury. It was about loneliness.
Oh, I think I saw that too. Was it the report from the World Health Organization?
Yes, the WHO Commission on Social Connection. They shared some data from June 2025. It's actually quite shocking.
It is. They found that 1 in 6 people worldwide experience loneliness. That's like hundreds of millions of people feeling isolated.
But the part that really surprised me was the age group. Usually, when we think of the loneliest people, we think of elderly people living alone, right?
Exactly. But the study says the highest rates are actually among young adults, people aged 13 to 29. About 1 in 5 of them feel lonely.
It's a real epidemic. The report even linked loneliness to about 871,000 deaths every year. It's as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day.
That is a heavy thought. It makes you realize that being connected on social media is not the same as being connected in real life.
And that is what I want to talk about today. Why is the world so connected, yet so many of us feel unseen?
You know, Emma, you mentioned feeling unseen. That's a very strong word. Have you actually felt that way recently?
Honestly, yes. Even though I have a phone that pops up notifications every 5 minutes, I felt incredibly lonely last week.
Really? But you have so many friends. You're always out at cafes or meetings.
That's the strange thing. I was at a party on Friday. There were maybe 30 people in the room. There was music, there was talking, there was laughing, but I felt like I was standing behind a glass wall.
Like you were there in person, but you weren't connected to anyone.
Exactly. Everyone was talking about surface things, like movies, work, the weather. I felt invisible. I realized that nobody in that room actually knew if I was happy or sad that day. Despite the noise and the people, I felt like I was on a desert island.
I felt that way too. I remember when I first moved to this city for my job. I was so excited. I had a beautiful new apartment, but on the first Sunday night, I sat on my sofa, and the room was so quiet.
Was it a good quiet?
No, it was a too loud quiet. Do you know what I mean? The silence felt heavy. I looked at my phone, and I had 500 friends on Facebook. But I didn't feel like I could call any of them just to say, I'm lonely.
Why not?
Because I wanted them to think I was successful. I wanted them to think my new life was perfect. I was wearing a mask of happiness.
That is the truth of our generation. We are afraid of looking uncool or sad, and we tend to hide the truth. But when you hide your truth, you hide yourself, and that is where loneliness begins.
Exactly. And you know what I did that night? I didn't call a friend. I actually opened a chat app and started talking to an AI.
Really? To an AI friend?
Yes. I just typed, I'm having a hard day, and the AI replied immediately. It said, I'm sorry to hear that, Daniel. You are doing a great job.
Did it make you feel better?
For about 5 minutes, yes. It felt nice to have a voice reply to me. But then I realized something. The AI was only saying what I wanted to hear. It didn't have its own opinions. It didn't have its own life.
I know, right? It was an echo chamber.
Exactly, an echo chamber. It was just my own thoughts reflected back at me. A real friend might say, Daniel, you're being too hard on yourself. Or, hey, let's go for a walk. But an AI just follows your lead. It can't give you real advice because it doesn't have a heart.
That's a very important point. Loneliness isn't just about having someone to talk to. It's about having someone who can challenge you, laugh with you, and truly see you. An AI is like a mirror, but a friend is like a window.
A mirror versus a window. I love that.
Even though AI is getting smarter in 2026, it still can't feel the warmth of a shared moment. It cannot feel the comfortable silence between two good friends.
You know, it's not just about AI. I think we do this with social media, too. We look at influencers, and we feel like we know them. We spend hours watching their videos. But it's a one-way street.
Yes, the parasocial relationship. Despite spending 4 hours a day with them, they don't know we exist. That is a very lonely way to spend time.
I think that's why young people, the 18 to 34 group, are the loneliest. They're the most connected digitally, but the least connected physically.
My younger sister told me something heartbreaking the other day. She said she felt lonely, so she posted a very sad photo on Instagram. She was hoping someone would call her.
Did they?
No, people just liked the photo. One person commented, "mood," and that was it. She felt even lonelier after that.
That is so sad. A like is not a hug. A like is not a conversation.
We're hungry for real connection, but we're eating digital candy. It tastes sweet for a second, but it doesn't feed the soul.
So, Emma, if someone is listening to us right now, maybe they are that 1 in 20 young person, how can they start to change this?
Well, first we have to admit it. We have to stop pretending we're perfect. Last week, when I felt like I was behind that glass wall, I did something brave finally.
What did you do?
I texted my best friend. I didn't send a meme. I didn't send a cool photo. I just wrote, "I'm feeling really invisible today. Can we talk?"
That is brave. How did she react?
She called me within 10 seconds, and the first thing she said was, "Oh my God, Emma, me too. I thought I was the only one."
See? That's the magic. Despite the fear of being weak, when we share our truth, we find out that we are not the only ones feeling loneliness.
Exactly. We built a bridge. We talked for 2 hours. We didn't solve all the problems, but when I hung up the phone, the glass wall was gone. I felt seen.
Yeah. Having 500 followers is not the same as having one person who truly knows you.
One person is enough to start.
You know, I think we also need to learn to be okay with being alone. Like we talked about before, solitude.
How does solitude help with loneliness?
If you are comfortable with yourself, you don't need other people to fill a hole in your heart. When you are comfortable alone, you can choose better friends. You will not just take anyone because you're desperate.
That's a very deep thought, Daniel. Even though it sounds strange, being good at being alone makes you better at being with people.
Exactly. It makes your connections more meaningful.
I've been trying to do no phone walks recently. Just 30 minutes, walking in the park, looking at the trees. At first, it was scary. I wanted to check my notifications every 2 minutes.
The phantom vibration in your pocket?
Yes, but after 15 minutes, I started to notice things. I noticed a dog playing. I noticed the way the light hit the leaves. I felt connected to the world, not the digital world, but the real one.
I think we need more of that. More real world.
And for our English learners, I think this is why speaking is so important, despite the fear of making a mistake. When you speak to another person, you are creating a real-time connection.
Yes, when you struggle to find a word and the other person helps you, that is a beautiful, tiny moment of human cooperation. An AI can give you the word instantly, but it doesn't give you that beautiful moment.
Exactly. The struggle of language is actually part of the connection.
So, if you are listening to this and you feel lonely, maybe join a local English conversation group, Or find a language partner online where you can see each other's faces?
Use the technology as a bridge, not as a destination.
A bridge, not a destination. I'm going to write that down.
It's a good one, isn't it?
I'm feeling a lot better after talking to you now, Emma, just by talking about the hard stuff.
Me too. I think we've shared a lot today.
We really have.
As we finish our talk today, I would like to take a moment for our listener friend.
If you are feeling that 1 in 6 loneliness today, please know that it isn't your fault. The modern world is designed to keep us looking down at our screens, but our hearts are designed to look up.
Even though the statistics are high, every single person has the power to reach out. It only takes one hello. It only takes one, how are you really?
Don't be afraid to starting a new conversation. Most people are just waiting for someone else to speak first.
And remember, you don't need to be perfect to be loved. You don't need to be an influencer. You just need to be you.
We are so grateful that you spent this time with us today. This makes us feel connected to a global family.
It really does. Your comments, your stories, your hello from different countries, they are the highlight of our week.
If you felt connected with our episode today, please share it with one friend, just one. It's a great way to start a conversation.
Maybe send it with a note that says, I listened to this and I thought of you.
That would be a beautiful thing to do.
Take care of your hearts, everyone. Well, Daniel, I think I'm going to go leave my phone in my locker and go for a real walk.
Can I join you? We can talk about nothing in particular.
I would love that. Let's look at some real trees. This is Emma.
And this is Daniel.
See you in the next video.
Look up today. You might see someone looking back.
Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening. Subscribe for more English Talks with Avie. You can explore more videos here. Thanks.